with a replaceable cord. You just pop off the old one. On the same day that I found the Tilly, I ran across a tool that ranks high on the scale of awesomeness. This is a Milwaukee hole shooter. And when they say hole shooter, it's not a drill. It's not a thing that you walk a hole into something. This son of a gun pumps a hole in like nobody's business. This is a 1/2-inch drill motor. Milwaukee Magnum hole shooter. Has forward and reverse. Flip the switch that way, it's reverse. Flip the switch that way, it's forward. Very cool. Aha, the lock doesn't work. Well, that's something to fix. Not a big deal. It's not something I'm going to run into a lot. I really want it to be able to go forward and reverse. Milwaukee just does cool stuff with their tools. For the times that you need to go left-handed, you put the handle on the other side. Awesome piece of equipment. They're expensive though. I usually don't buy that grade of equipment because they're very expensive. But because other people do buy that grade of equipment, I have access to it. The next bit of equipment that I'm going to show you is called a Milwaukee hammer drill. And this one's been hammered. No question about it. It is in nowhere as good a shape as the hole shooter is. The hole shooter was just one of those serendipitous things that I came upon it and I said, well, I can wait till the price goes down or I can get it. So for $38, I bit the bullet and bought it. This is a hammer drill. And you turn the collar and it engages the hammer or disengages the hammer. I'm not going to drill a hole in the concrete wall just to show you that this works quite well. This has the locking button on the trigger though. It's an older model. Don't like these. Have I told you that my wife is an awesome person? Now she is. Many years ago, when we lived in Quincy, I worked for Borg Warner. And Borg Warner bought good tools. And my boss was kind enough to let me borrow the Milwaukee Sawzall from work because I had to put a chimney in for the fireplace. We had decided that we were going to have a Halloween party. And the Halloween party was supposed to land on Halloween, which was October 31st. We had a snowstorm on October 31st. And the last thing I needed to do to finish off the basement, the family room in the basement, was to finish installing the chimney. I took the whole week off before that, expecting that I would have enough time to finish it. I squeaked it down to the last day, the last hour. I needed to cut a hole in the roof and set the flashing, set the chimney, hook up the power, get everything dialed in, and then I would have the fireplace done. I did it. I managed to have it done the day before the party, which was October 30th. And it was snowing on the roof. It was nasty, but I got it done. We had the party. It was a great party. Everybody loved it. Fire was cool, and the fireplace was cool. Because my wife loves me, she then went out and bought me a Milwaukee Super Sawzall. This is better than the one that I had from Borg Warner. This one has the adjustable foot. You can actually take the foot out if you want to. It's kind of hard to use because it jerks around. This has got a lot of power. And rather than having the Allen wrench to put the blades in and out, this one just has a collar that you turn and then release, and it holds. Does a great job. It also has a replaceable cord, because I think Sawzall Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee decided that everybody was having to replace the cords all the time. Because this thing cuts through anything. It doesn't care. It just cuts. But at the same time, because it just cuts, it will cut right through its own cord. And when you're working in a tight spot, you cut the cord off. Then your saw is useless. Once you've cut the cord off, this no longer works. But with a replaceable cord, which works, but it has a little fiddly bit to get the cord unhooked. With a replaceable cord, you just pop off the old one, pop in a new one, and you're back to work. If I was running a construction company that we did any demolition at all, I'd get one of these. This kind of segued from being a Things from the Antique Shop to the Milwaukee tools that I own. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you bearing with me and being patient. Awesome tools. These are the only Milwaukees that I own. I would take more Milwaukees if I could find them for a reasonable amount of money. This one cost me 38 bucks. I thought it was money well spent. This one was $10. 10 bucks. Working hammer drill. It cost me $35 for a piece of junk at Harbor Freight. It lasted, quite a number of years, but I really only drilled about 4 holes with it before it burned up. The Sawzall, I don't know how much it costs. I never ask. Gifts, you don't want to ask. If you have any suggestions for a video or comments on this video or any other video, please drop a note in the comments below. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.